This is a new stencil of mine. This is called Garden Gates. This is actually the 8x10. I grabbed the 5x7 sheet. They come with the garden gate itself, and then they come with some little carrots. And I've attached the little carrots to my gel plate. We're going to do the long haul, which Patricia at pmartiststudio has made famous. But I'm starting with Nico Azo Gold. All right, let's look here underneath. Yep, I think they're good. Okay, that's what they look like. We'll have to let that dry completely. This print is ready to be pulled, so I think we're going to use a couple Lucas Krill, and I think we'll use the Arctic and the Fern. We'll come back and pull that when it's ready. Let's pull this print. I want something over the top of this before I add my final layer. And I'm thinking I'm going to try this fluorescent orange on the top of this stencil. Okay, I'm not going to leave this on very long. I'm going to pull it right off. So I really do just want a thin layer. And that did exactly what I hoped it would do. I love how that orange kind of really did a nice job of adding some interest to the background. Our next step is we're going to use the Garden Gates stencil and overlay the Garden Gates stencil over the top of this print. I want to use Quin Magenta, but Quin Magenta is a very translucent paint color, so I'm going to mix a little bit of white in it to give it a little opacity. My new tool from Golden. I am going to mix these on the plate, and they're both open, so I have lots of time to work. I'm going to lay my stencil down, and because I hate to waste all this paint, I'm going to go over it with a white piece of paper. That's a nice print. Let's use, this is the Carnival Wet Strength tissue. Let's pull this off. Let's lay this down, and let's go over the top of this. That's what it's going to look like. Let's pull this print. We're going to outline this print with a black Posca marker. I'll do the rest of this off camera, and I'll be back when I'm... We're going to paint this pastel ground onto the carrots. We'll wait for this to dry, and then we'll be ready to add the pastel to it. I have decided I'm going to do pan pastels over the tops of my carrots in this design. And I've just got an assortment of pan pastels out here to pull from dark to light. We'll start with the yellow. And just starting adding in a little bit of a shadow. we're just going to keep moving down through our darker colors just to add a little bit more of a shadow in here. And now we need to seal it, because we need to seal in those pastels. So we're going to use some golden gloss medium. And I'm just going to put a little bit on there. We don't need a ton. And I use gloss because I kind of want this to have a glossier finish to it. And just rub it lightly with your hands. That will have to dry, and then we'll check to make sure that our pastels are set.